How to use the 5-minute activity generator by ELT Creatives. Welcome to the 5-minute activity generator, your quick and easy tool for inspiring language teaching activities. We provide the spark, you craft the magic. This generator is simple to use, and with a few tips, you'll create engaging ideas for your classroom. First, enter the number of activities you'd like to generate. I recommend starting small, perhaps with 2 or 3 activities. Then enter the skills you'd like to focus on. For example, speaking. Then think about language and focus, grammar or vocabulary or pronunciation you'd like your students to practice. I'll enter modal verbs of deduction here. Then comes the topic or topics, for example, environment. Enter the proficiency level of your students, for example, intermediate or upper intermediate. Now come students' interests, for example, my students love TikTok videos. Then click Generate and you'll get 3 activities for your students. Activity 1 involves a green screen challenge where students work in teams on environmental issues, creating short TikTok-style videos using green screen effects. Activity 2 is a role play where students work in pairs, with one as an environmental consultant suggesting eco-friendly changes to a business owner who responds using modal verbs. Activity 3 is a debate, where the class is divided into for and against groups to discuss environmental actions, supporting their positions with modal verbs. If you want to receive more creative activity suggestions, provide additional information to the model. For example, consider including both speaking and writing in the skills section. When specifying modal verbs, be clear about which verbs you mean, such as must, may, and could. While I'll stick with the same topic, you can also introduce a subtopic. The student's proficiency level remains the same. Additionally, under the student's interests, in addition to TikTok videos, I'll also include modern songs and sci-fi. My teenage students love anything related to robots and aliens. Now let's see what we get. In Robot Detective, students work in pairs or small groups to imagine a scenario where a robot is accused of environmental issues and use modal verbs of deduction to determine its guilt or innocence, presenting their findings to the class for discussion and questioning. In Future News Report, students write short news reports individually about future environmental events involving robots. In TikTok Challenge, students script and perform a TikTok-style video on the environment and robots. For example, this is our new recycling robot. It must be great because it can sort out all recyclable materials automatically. The class then votes on the best video. If you're not happy with the results, hit the Generate button again. After you've gathered a range of ideas that align with your students' interests, skills, and the language focus, consider which idea you like best and fine-tune it for your class. For instance, I've decided to combine the Future News Report with the TikTok Challenge. Students will first write their reports and then they will create short videos to present them. To make it even more relevant for my students, I'll ask them to consider specific environmental issues typical of their region and incorporate them into their reports. Let us know in the comments what ideas you came up with using our generator. Please subscribe to our channel, ELT Creatives, and happy teaching and learning.